I thought before the tutorial we'd just do an overview of the sim rig. Here's V2 pedals. There's Fanatec control-y box thing. You'll see that more. Computer. It has a 5080, bunch of Noctua fans. RAM you can't buy anymore. This is the inside the cockpit view. That's where it comes from. A LED light to just kind of back halo light it so you can actually see me. Moza 7-speed shifter thing. Wing control something for flight stuff. Not that I'd ever do any flight stuff, but it's there. Sequential, Moza's got a stupid name for it, I'm sure. Cheapo fucking Amazon handbrake doohick. What's the name of that base? It's got a stupid long name. Sim Magic Alpha Evo 18 Newton meters something else. Whatever. That's what that is. Chair I had to swap out, which I really don't like because it's tiny and I'm a fat fuck, so I don't really sit in it. I sit on top of it. My head's about like here. Oh, I do have the AB9 sitting over there. I haven't put it on. Usually it sits over here. I've just been lazy. Weighs a lot. To the tutorial. Cut to the tutorial. And we're going to do the brake first. First of all, these are the bits. Can't 3D print. Metal shaft. It's about 100 mil in length. And then diameter is about 15.90, so 16 mil thereabout for the diameter of that. These are the 3D printed little triangles that you break. This gets pushed into that. This gets pushed into that. And then here's a Fanatec bit. So this is their load cell thing. I think it's on all their V3 pedals. And that just slides in. Like that. You'll see in the assembly part time-lapse thing, or whatever the hell I decide to do, you'll see where this all kind of goes. Let's do this next bit. So, little 3D printed wedges. That gets the pedal set at the right angle. So this guy goes on something like that. And this guy goes on something like that. All that does is wedge it in the box here, so that way it's all nice and strong. There's these pieces, which if you can see on the pedal set, you got these two little prongs that usually go into through the firewall on an actual car. Little guy has dots, so little goes up. That's that one. Long guy's lower one. This guy has the dot, so it goes with that one, and this one goes with that one. So they just kind of screw on like that. I tap these. Can't remember the tap, but you'll figure it out. So they just kind of go in there and they sandwich, like the MDF here goes in there, these two little holes. And this sandwiches it and clamps it. The old one had like a bolt and nut thing. It was terrible. This is much better. This is actually strong. On the old one, these ones would always break. So these I only had break once on me, and that was because I was an idiot and I tightened it too much. So no plastics limits. Don't push it over. Here is a push rod. And this is the factory push rod from Fanatec for the clutch. I pulled it out of its assembly. So this rode in here, and then it had the Fanatec spring on here. We deleted that obviously, but you need this bit, you need this rod, and then it tapped right into this clevis that I got at Princess Auto or any other thing. Same with the brake one, we'll get to that in a second. But what this does is, this is a clutch help spring from a GR86. It's beefy, no wonder everyone rips these out of the car, because this doesn't do anything in the car. So we're using it as a clutch spring here. This guy, this guy, this guy. You see that puts pressure on it, and then there's a cup in the base. There's a little base in here, and this just cups this. So all nice push in and just holds it in here, right? That just sits in between the two clutch hole dongles here and here. So we're just using the factory stuff, Fanatec, little spacers, you know. I'd probably put a lock bolt on here. This likes to come loose. I use this as a preload adjustment, so that way the spring has a little bit of tension on it, so that way the clutch isn't all floppy. Also, with the clutch, I added this recently. You can see it's real bucksheet. I just put a bolt through nut and what are those? You know, those adjustable lamps, doohicks. That's what this spring's from. You get them on mic boom arms too. I just kind of put that through there. Not really necessary, it just makes it a little stiffer, the whole actuation. It needs a redesign. V3, I think I'm going to do active pedals, and so I'll have a motor on the clutch and a motor on the brake. That'd be much better. Brake push rod! Just pop it out. Ooh. There we go. Okay, again, just clevis and brass rod. Yeah, I got it from the same stock, so it's about 16 mil diameter, about 46 long. Drilled and tapped it. You can see in there to fit this guy, which is off the original Fanatec unit. It usually has its own clevis piece that goes on there. Just unscrew it. Screw it in there. And then this guy. I'd honestly make this a little longer so you get more adjustment. Again, this puts preload on your brake. And then just slots right into the factory port where the brake, stock brake clevis goes in. And fish it in there again. Oh, Jesus. Finagly. Okay, there we go. So that's that whole assembly. The brake goes through here. So that gets sandwiched between the MDF, and then you got your rubber things that came with it that go in there, and that's your brake. It's real easy, real simple, nothing complicated here. Clutch. So to get the game to understand that you have a clutch, we stole the factory Hall effect sensor from the clutch from the Fanatec guy. 3D printed this little piece. There's this little mill piece, and I'm not going to take it off because as you see, I hot glued the fucking shit out of it. And then there's a little magnet, which I also hot glued the fucking shit out of, that just fits on this end cap here. And then it just sits right next to the Hall effect, and that's all you need. And you got your, see, so when the pedal moves, that moves. Magnet, and that's how you get your 0 to 100 rating. Real easy stuff. I think that's enough of me snuffle, doffle, and yapping here. One last thing. There's the gas pedal. Again, not going to take it out because I'm lazy and I got it in the spot that I want. You can move it this way, over, whatever the fuck you want to do. Here's also the little controller board. Got a little plastic housing on it. So here's all the little cables that plug into the thing. So this one just plugs right in there. And then it just goes down to the 3 wires that it needs for the data on this. Not very complicated stuff. You gotta know something, but thing. I marked it with gold. That just slides. Shaky hands. There we go. That just slides in there. Just screws onto this base, and then you just screw it to the backboard wherever the fuck you want it. The box itself is your main piece that all the pedals bolt to. Here's your top with all the bolt holes, sides, bottom. I laser cut it just out a 1/2 inch MDF, which is not the strongest, but once all this gack is bolted in there, it becomes incredibly strong. Okay. Did I put that on backwards? Jesus Christ, Tom. Okay. Probably double stick tape these in the future. Okay. Ow. So many noises outside. I don't know what fucking everyone's doing. For fuck's sake. Ah, fuck. A little bit of a finagle. There it goes. There. That's where it wants to sit. Right there. Okay. There we go. I'll hold it tight for now. Hopefully I don't have to undo it to put this on. There we go. Okay, so that just sits in there. This guy. Slide that guy in. I'm just holding that up. We won't let a little bit of preload so it don't fall out. Big box back up again. Alright, now the brake. It's always a pain in the ass, but there we go. Oh, you know what I forgot to put on? Shit. Oh, I'm gonna have to undo everything. Okay. Great tutorial, Tom. More than enough of. No dot. Yes, dot. Okay. Still no. Fine, I'll take the whole fucking thing apart. Jesus Christ. God damn it. It's really important not to forget parts. Clutch all back together again. All the way up. So we got the max amount of moving room. Ow. Pinch my finger. Missed the cup. There we go. Okay, all in. This guy can go. Sit back in again. Okay, back to about where we were. There we go. Got a nut on it. Okay, that started. All right. Down here. Oh no, it's real loose. We're gonna leave this guy loose. A little tighter than that. Now we flip her over. Okay, back to where we were. Now the brake. You got your brake here. You got your pads. Make sure. Push on. Grab one of the bolts. Now, on that. Question is, where'd the washer go? I think I went with it. cares? Stay there, don't fall off. Figure out which way that goes. Find that. Safety bolt on. Figure out where the hell that thing fell. I'm gonna actually put these in next. That's not dot. That one is. So that one goes in the top one. I tightened these too tight, didn't I? Yep. Okay. Loose fit first, ladies and gentlemen, before you tighten everything. There we go. That goes in there. It's a pain in the ass. Try not to get anything cross-threaded. It's good enough for now. We'll get the other one in. Okay. Let's tighten those up again. Alright. Too excited. Let's get that. Let's get that lined up. Yeah, it seems like a pain in the ass, but getting it out was much harder of the car, or the real car, because you had to be underneath the fucking dash. Nothing worse than being underneath the fucking dash. You know what I might do? Okay. Of course, now the socket's too deep, so. There we go. Grab that. There's the washer on this side. The washer is, in fact, on this side.